Whew. Well, that was like an event driving that down the road. It really was. It was bangy, clackety, noisy, smelly. It was all of those things and utterly wonderful. So how much did you want for it?
£7 grand I'm after.
Well, you know, £7 grand's not a bad price for one of these. Problem is, I've actually only got in my budget £6 grand.
Yeah. It's not as much as I wanted, to be honest.
Next, we ramp up our efforts to deliver a Land Rover for Tony.
So if I was to say that's your car, you would be beside yourself, wouldn't you?
I would be. I'd be over the moon.
Well, that's not your car.
We're on a tough mission to get ex-paratrooper Tony his dream Land Rover.
I reckon this is the perfect vehicle for Tony.
It's owned and cared for by a Land Rover enthusiast, but the price is high.
You know, £7 grand's not a bad price for one of these. Problem is, I've actually only got in my budget £6 grand. And I know that's not what you want, but
No.
because you want to put some money into your long wheelbase one, it is going to another Land Rover enthusiast. He will join the club.
Yeah. It's not as much as I wanted, to be honest. But I think it's time to let it go. So, yeah, I'll do 6.
You would? You're a gentleman. That is lovely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
No worries.
Yes, £6 grand secures me this fantastic British icon. I think it's exactly what Tony wants, and there's even money left over to sort the wheels and tidy the cab before we hand it over.
Look at that. Tony's dream car.
That is Tony's dream car, yes. 1964 Land Rover Series 2.
He's going to love this, mate. Honestly, it's exactly what he was after. It's got that proper patina that a car of this age should have, and a rugged car of this age should have as well.
Yeah, I don't think these cars need to be pristine. I think they wear their age really well. I mean, it could do with a couple of little bits that we could tidy up, only because I want to give Tony the best possible car we can when he finally gets it.
This is a lot of car for £6 grand. That engine upgrade alone probably cost a few thousand. The removable hardtop's worth hundreds, and I've noticed it's got new aluminium door tops, a high-end replacement for the old steel ones which rot out. It needs some cosmetic work doing, but that's about time, not money. Well, these have been painted before, but badly, and as you can see, all the paint is peeling off. You can literally pick it all off by hand. But rather than do it all by hand, it's much easier if we get a pressure washer in. I'll be able to clean it all off, and it should take the paint off as well. Off-white is the colour for a period Land Rover wheel, and hand painting suits the patina of this car. This cab can be a noisy place despite the sound-absorbing felt added by a previous owner. Material specially designed for car interiors laid over the top of the old felt will improve the look and the sound quality in here. If you're wondering why I'm bothering to measure this material out before I put it in the car, it's because if you've ever tried to do this before, if you don't cut the material down to size first, you've got material everywhere and it ends up looking like you're trying to wrestle an octopus in a very small space. So I'm going to measure it out, cut it out properly to the right size, and then come and glue it in. I spray contact adhesive directly onto the old felt. Then it's a two-man job to lay the new material over the top.